My name is Kanenashi. I want to be a comedian, and right now, I'm a broke part-time worker. Oh, your previous apartment burned down while you were at work. I'm sorry to hear that, Mr. Kanenashi. Seriously? Does that mean that I'm homeless from now on? That's why I gotta find a place to live ASAP. But I'm broke, so I need a cheap place. Sure thing. Then, what about this apartment with past incidents? An apartment with past incidents? Correct. It's really cheap. That means that there is a ghost in this apartment, doesn't it? That's not true. People often misunderstand like that these days. So, am I not right? Not at all! Of course, there are some apartments like that. However, apartments with past incidents actually mean they have psychological defects. Here is an example. Did someone commit suicide at this apartment? No. Someone suddenly died from a heart attack here. So, there are black stains of the dead body you can never remove? Don't worry. Since it was found right away, there was no damage in the room. But that person might still be there as a ghost without realizing their own death, right? I don't want to live with a ghost! Don't worry. I've never heard of seeing a ghost there. So, can you guarantee that? I can't! Since some people care about these things like you, we write with psychological defects on it and rent it out cheaply. But still, I can't. Someone dying is already too much for me. I see. Then, what about apartments where no one has died? There are two types of apartments with past incidents. To be precise, those two types are apartments where someone has died and apartments where no one has died. How can it be an apartment with past incidents if no one has died there? There were fires or crimes around the apartment, or there are NIMBYs in its neighborhood. NIMBYs? Yes, for example, there is a group of gangs in the neighborhood. Wow, no thank you. Right, I don't recommend it either. NIMBYs also include a funeral hall, a garbage incineration plant, a crematorium, and a cemetery. That's nothing. Well then, these are the apartments we just talked about. Wait, these are not that cheap. Right. Like you, many people tend to be okay with this kind of neighborhood. Oh, this one is cheap. I probably found a good deal. What made it an apartment with past incidents? Oh, that one got burglarized. This room? Correct. This whole apartment got burglarized several times. But no one has died, right? Yes, that's for sure. There was no one inside when it happened, and actually, the burglar was caught. But if the tenant was there, we never know what would have happened to the tenant. Well, it's okay. I'm broke and I have nothing valuable for them to steal. I hardly locked my previous apartment, to be honest. Since it's cheap, I'll take this. I would like to rent it. Sure, if you say so. But please be careful. You could turn into the other type of apartments with past incidents if something happens to you. Oh, well, I guess I'll be fine.
In the afternoon?
All right, this is gonna be my castle from today. It's awesome that it is a corner room on the second floor.
And at night?
What? Huh? I thought I closed it when I went to bed. Did I forget? Why is this cracked? Ah! Why is there a man with something like a crowbar in my room? Ah! Burglar! It's the first day! If I die, this apartment will become the other type, as the real estate agent said. How is it still morning?
I rewound the time to let you choose properly, Mr. Kanenashi. My name is Teko, the goddess of riddle. I'm here to help you.
Help me?
Yes, indeed. That was a bitter experience. You could have died if I didn't help you. But I came for you. Let's start over.
So, can I choose from apartments someone has died in and apartments no one has died in once again?
Well, yes, if you stick to choosing an apartment with past incidents. You preferred an apartment no one has died in and ended up choosing an apartment in a neighborhood that has many criminal incidents.
Well, because it's terrifying, isn't it? I can't deal with a ghost, right?
Well, you failed to deal with a burglar. What's actually terrifying humans? You gotta be careful about apartments with criminal history. This is because they mostly have some features that lead to crimes. You were on the second floor when it happened, right?
Right. But how could the criminal come up to the second floor?
There is a tree right next to the apartment, so it is easy to climb up to the second floor. Utility poles are similar. What's scary is the burglars can tell if a house is easy to break into by just looking at it.
I see.
It is said that especially houses located in the quiet areas or with a route to run away often become their target.
That means that once it becomes a target, it will often be a target again, correct?
Yes, and unfortunately, it happened to be your first day.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Don't worry, we can just redo the whole thing from the start. That's why I am here. Count on me.
The goddess of redo.
Call me Teko.
Well, cheap options include ones with past incidents, if that's okay for you. Totally fine. Hold on. How come this is cheap? It's not even saying with psychological defects. Well, that's right. So it is probably a bargain. It's even younger than 1 year old. Do you want to go and have a look? Yes, please.
Mr. Kanenashi, this one is suspicious.
Well, we can still have a look. How was it? Isn't it a good place? Yes! Inside is clean too. So, are you gonna go for it?
Mr. Kanenashi, there is something I need to talk to you.
Wait, something is wrong? Mr. Kanenashi? I'm sorry, but give me a second, please. I want to take a walk around the apartment. Sure, but please make a decision quickly. Someone might take your spot since it is a popular apartment. What's wrong?
Don't you think it is suspicious?
Right, it's too cheap considering the fact it has no defects.
Look at it.
What? I can hardly see curtains closed. Why are there so many empty rooms?
Also, I thought the way it is built is unnatural.
You're right, it is weirdly narrow.
I think they use a technique to hide that it has a psychological defect.
Can they hide it?
Yes, in order to leave out the exact place the suicide occurred, they often change the design of an apartment.
Oh, right. So that they would no longer be the apartments with past incidents.
Correct. That's the strategy real estate agents often utilize.
Hey, I found a website we can check if this apartment has past incidents and its history. Let's use it. You were right. Someone hanged themselves here.
I knew it.
But they left it out to avoid renting it out at a cheap price, right? It was pretty cheap, wasn't it?
That's why it is suspicious. Even though they rebuilt it, most of our rooms are vacant. What's more, it's cheap.
There should be a reason for it.
Right. It's possibly one of the worst apartments with past incidents in the world.
What do you think? I suppose you are gonna take it, right? Well, this is not for me. Even with the great terms and conditions? Well, it's like, something is not working for me. Wait, can you see ghosts, perhaps? I can see a goddess right now. I see. Then this isn't for you. What do you mean? Then let's go and see other options. You are too quick to change your mindset. Excuse me. Yes, Mr. Kanenashi. I don't want anything like the apartment we just went to. So, can you be straightforward? Oh, let's see. From the right-hand side, suicide, natural death, murder, and death from fire. Choose whichever you like. You are saying it as if it's a buffet. Anyway, it's hard to decide. I know, right? Someone has died at all of them, but these are the best choices we have.
You should avoid the one with murder or suicide. I feel they are cursed pretty badly.
I don't like the one with death from fire.
Then, what about a natural death?
Of course, that's the only one. I'd like to choose the one with natural death. Just to confirm, it's not like the body was rotten when it was found, right? No, don't worry. Then I'll take this one. It's cheap as well. Are you happy, Goddess of Redo?
Yes, I think that's the best choice.
Sure thing.
Next day.
Phew! I'm finally done moving in.
It's a nice room. You get a good amount of sunlight.
Thank you, Teko.
I'm happy that I could help you. Please enjoy your new life with the new room.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it to M1.
Sounds good. Oh,
What?
nothing. You have probably noticed it, but it seems that there is something living in this room. But since it's pointless to scare him, considering the fact he can't see it, I'm just gonna leave it. It doesn't seem that bad, so it will probably disappear at some point. Living in an apartment with past incidents is one of the techniques to save money. But please keep in mind that it's a risky choice as well. So please make your decision wisely. This is Teko. I will be happy if you register my channel and give me a lot of likes. Good luck in your life.